We apologize in advance, but I forgot to turn my mic on. Again. Sorry.
Welcome!
Hello. Happy November. Ooh.
Welcome to me. I'm not allowed headphones today because my headphones are broken and they keep screeching in Tony Rose's ear. So if you're wondering why does she have headphones and I don't, it's because I've been banished.
Mine blend very well in with everything I'm wearing today.
That's true. Like you can honestly barely see it.
Yes. But how are you? How was your October?
Like I feel like it just like molded into one long day.
How are we in November right now? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this whole, like, it just feels like we've been in the pandemic forever. And I know I say this like almost every episode, but it's just like it morphs like all into one just because like you don't like leave your house as often, you know?
So true. I'm actually kind of like the opposite. Like I do feel it molds it, but I was so social this month. Like it felt weird.
Yeah, you were very busy.
Like went on a little mini vacation to Kamloops. Like I went to friends every single day, doing drinks, doing dinner, a club, another club.
another club, next day.
Except for not clubs, just people's couches. I don't know. But it's been fun.
Huh. I'm jealous. I was like a little bit social too. Because like I think we talked about it. I hosted Thanksgiving. Then I hosted a Friendsgiving. Yeah. Then I went to a friend's place in the city as well. The ones that live really close to you. Yes. So I was like, wow, I'm busy. Okay, welcome back to take 2 where Tony Rose forgot to turn her microphone on.
I'm so sorry.
I can't hear myself. Just like you didn't turn it on.
I like still can't hear myself, but it's fine. You know, I'm just gonna go with the flow. If the microphone's on, I'm sure we can hear me. But yes, you were social. You hosted a Friendsgiving, a Thanksgiving, which is amazing. I didn't host, but I went to a Friendsgiving last weekend, which was like so fun. And we were sitting around talking like, we're getting older, that we're just like sitting, no one got drunk, we all drove home, you know, like we had dinner, we played a little bit of trivia heads up, like it was so much fun.
That does sound fun. I mean, we played a new like card game I got to. Ooh. Have you heard of the game Red Flags?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the game we played. Okay. It's the game that I intended us to play. Okay. I really wanted to get, but I just thought of it too last minute and it wasn't going to be delivered in time. They don't really sell them in stores, so we played this other one, but I really want to play that Red Flags game. I feel like we should play it on an episode.
I was going to say, I have a game for us to play as well.
Perfect.
Okay, so we played one where like my friend Sarah, she got these cards from like Winners or something, like you know those stupid little games at the checkout. Well, she bought them randomly, and they like talk about a tweet or a scandal, like a quote from a scandal being like, I drink tiger blood, and then you have to guess like who said it and what the scandal was.
Oh, I like fun. That. But I feel like you and I would do really good at that because we just know pop culture, but I feel like me and Steve, like he'd be like, I don't know.
Exactly. When they started playing, they're like, oh my god, Turner's gonna dominate. I didn't do as well as I thought I was gonna do.
Was it hard?
It was kind of hard. Like it was a lot of Kardashian stuff, but then there was like some like iced tea and ice cube thing. I'm like, I didn't get that.
It's part. Like we're still, they're probably still using like old stuff from before our time.
It was funny, but you know, it was a good time, and I'm ready for November. Like I said, Christmas is my favorite holiday, so after November 11th, November 12th, you can catch me watching my first Hallmark movie.
Which one is it exactly?
I don't know. I'm gonna pick. I've recorded so many already.
Apparently there's gonna be a Princess Switch number 3.
I'm so ready. I gotta watch 1 and 2 again to prepare myself.
What about the Santa Claus? The Santa Claus series is like the best.
Every Christmas.
It's my favorite movie.
You don't understand like how many movies I watch like in the Christmas season. Like it's a lot. And I was talking to my mom about this. It was really funny because we're like, Hallmark movies are really good. Sorry, I love them. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but we're like, oh, the old ones aren't that good. But I'm like, I love the old ones for when I'm taking a nap. And hear me out. I love a couch nap. Yeah. But I hate falling asleep to a show that I want to watch. Yeah. The Hallmark movies, I give zero shit about, truly. Yeah. So I'm like, I can put it on, I can doze off, I can watch 10. I know what the ending's gonna be like. So they're just like the perfect Christmas nap.
Honestly, I think about the exact same thought process, but for like when I'm going to sleep at night, I'll always put on a show that I've seen before because I can't put on a show that I want to watch or I'll never go to sleep. So I always like put on Friends, The Office, New Girl, like
Gilmore
stuff like
Girls,
that.
Grey's Anatomy, stuff that I can go on my phone and not care about.
Grey's Anatomy I'll still watch because like I've only seen the episodes all once and like they captivate you no matter what. So that's not an easy watching. That's also stressful. I refuse to go to sleep to stressful stuff. Like Steve went through a period where he's like, can you please put on Lord of the Rings or Planet of the Apes? And I was like,
that would knock me out. That would knock me out.
No, it stresses me out. Like I'm like a firm believer that like even though you're dead ass asleep, if you can like still hear like something going, like if their TV's on, then like it's gonna affect like your like having like a bad dream.
No, I get that. I got into Crime Junkie podcast again, which is amazing.
Please don't tell me you were falling asleep to listening to that.
Absolutely not. I'm not that psycho. But I was listening to it while I was like doing my dishes, getting ready for bed. So it was like one of the last things I heard. And I had to stop doing that. I'm like, past 3 p.m., I got to take that out of my mind.
Have you heard that TikTok sound where it's like her ears were cut off, her nose was cut off? Like, that's just you, just like sleeping sound. Like, her ears were cut off.
Literally. Actually, last night I watched Stillwater, the new Matt Damon movie that's like very loosely, and when I say very loosely, it's very loosely based on the Amanda Knox story, how she like killed her. Oh, sorry, wow.
I don't think she did it.
No, she didn't. I don't think so either. But she was like accused and went to jail for like murdering her roommate in Rome with her boyfriend and whatever.
In Italy too, like their whole judicial system is so fucked up.
So fucked
like,
up.
She was stuck there for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
she learned like perfect fluent Italian to be able to like represent herself. Crazy.
So Stillwater was good. It was based in Paris or like Marseille, France, and whatever. But if you're looking for like Amanda Knox documentary, it came out like 6 years ago, but on Netflix, I believe it is. They do like a 2-episode docuseries of like one episode they make you think that she's guilty, and then one episode for all the information to like think that she's innocent. Very good. Anyway.
Oh, okay. I'm interested. Okay. Shall we get into what's hip happening in the month of October?
Love to. Pop culture.
It's been like, we were just talking about this before, but it's been like a crazy like day.
It's been a crazy day. Obviously, everyone knows we're filming this obviously before the Wednesday it comes out. So I feel like these stories are kind of still developing.
Yeah.
But like, they hit the headlines today, and like I'm excited to talk about them.
Yeah. Okay. You wanted to explain the first one because I have no idea what it is.
Okay, so I wanted to start off this. It's not pop culture, but this is just like one of the craziest headlines that I saw.
We love a good headline
this month, and the headline reads: "Woman takes 23 family members on a blind date to test man's generosity." Okay, so I was like, you know me, I only read headlines. I clicked into this article
because I was like, a full read.
This one was a full read, and you know what? It was kind of good. It's like a nothing story, a nothing burger. I say that a lot. People
a
are
nothing
like,
burger.
I don't know where I got it, but it's a term. Anyway, so it means like nothing. I think it was the morning toast. Anyway. So basically, this is based in China, and this just happened like last week.
Honestly, it's already making so much more sense.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, based in China. I'm not going to say the town because I'm going to butcher the name, and I don't want to offend anyone. But basically, 29-year-old male went on a blind date set up by a family member because the family was like, "You need to start dating. Like, what's up?" So they like set it up.
And dating is like very different in like countries like China because their men to woman ratio is really low.
Exactly. Oh yeah. Didn't think about that.
There's a lot more men versus women, so like it's really hard for men to date. Like they're literally like men who are like virgins and like single into like their 40s.
Wow, that's crazy. I really hope that's like that, not me as well.
No, in North America it's a little more even, but if you think about cultures like China and India where like they want boys.
Very true.
Sometimes if they find out they have girls, they like abort them. So that's why it's just like a really, really big difference. It's like a 1 to 2 ratio or something.
Right. That makes sense. Interesting. So these two went on a date. And the woman had an idea because she wanted to test his generosity because like I guess that's like her number one trait in a male, to see like how generous he is. And so she brought 23 of her family members. So many questions. Why does 23 like why are they so close and why do they all come? Why do we agree to this?
I want to know, was she already at the restaurant with everyone seated and was like, oh
no, she walked in. He was there. Well, how the article says, it says that she walked in with 23 members like following her, and he was like completely shocked. They sit down and he was like, oh my gosh, like what the heck, I never thought of this. He said that he'll pay for a portion of the meal but not for the full meal because the bill was $3,100.
Ooh.
And that's, I think, US, because this was a New York Post article. So $3,100 US for 23 people was
more than $100 a person.
And if everyone was paying their own, totally fine. But it was just ridiculous. So he got up and walked away. He like paid for a portion. He was like, "What the heck?" And she was like, she doesn't regret her decision. She was like, "He's clearly not generous." And I'm like, no one is that generous. Like, unless you're out with someone that's rich. Is that crazy?
That is crazy. Obviously, it's very crazy.
Okay, so let's just picture it. You know, you and Steve set up on a blind date. Actually, yeah, not even because you don't know this guy. So you're on a date. He walks in with 23 family members. I wouldn't even entertain the date. I'd leave, right?
I think it would be creepy. It's not even the money. It's just the like
weird.
You're bringing 23 people on a date.
It's the audacity.
Yeah. It's
fucking,
the audacity.
I'm close to my family. but they've never met any guys I've ever dated.
My family didn't meet Steve for like a year until we were dating for a year. No one met him.
And fair, boundaries. Make sure you love the guy. Like
exactly.
Our families are like a little crazy and overwhelming. We got to make sure that they're going to survive the meeting.
This is true. Yeah. This is very true. This actually reminds me of a story I think I've told you before, but I don't think I've said it on the podcast. But like my mom, when she was like in high school, I think she was in high school, something like that. Anyways, she was dating a Filipino guy.
Okay.
Who she was working at McDonald's, and I think he was like her boss at McDonald's. And
Scandalous.
So they dated for like about a year, I think just under a year. And she broke up with him just because she was like not vibing. He then showed up to my grandparents' house with a list of a tally of every dollar he spent on my mom and was asking my grandpa to be reimbursed.
And then what did Grandpa say?
Fuck no.
Thank
He's like,
God.
Get out of my house.
What a psycho. Those are crazy. We hear a lot of stories like that. Guys tallying up the things or asking for things back that they bought.
It's weird because it's like, especially since they were together for a year, I'm like, so you kept this in the beginning, like already thinking like, oh, if this doesn't work out, I'm just going to have this like running tally going.
That is so true. Or even more psycho, you sat down for a whole night through your bank statements.
Exactly.
So
and
weird.
and then back in that day, it was all paper statements. Like, you don't even, like, we're spoiled. We just digitally go through our app.
Your mom dodged a bullet.
Oh my
cheap
God.
bullet.
And I think I remember like when she first told me, I was like, but like how much was it? And she like she couldn't remember. I was like, damn, that would have been, but it's like it probably wouldn't have been like that satisfying of a number because if you think it was like the 80s.
Yeah.
So.
And they worked at McDonald's, so they probably weren't going to fancy dinners,
Yeah, she was making a solid $2.50 an hour working at McDonald's back in the day.
Doesn't pay great, but looks great on a resume.
I know. I heard that if you do work at McDonald's, you can like
because their training is so intense and so graded highly.
Yeah, there's like if you can like go through that training program, you're very moldable, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so very interesting. I always wanted to work at McDonald's, but I'm like, don't put me around those fries,
Oh, I think like being around that all the time, like you'd smell disgusting all the time.
So true. But that's the first story. I thought it was kind of funny. That was like the funniest headline I've read this month. So
okay, well, next one I'm gonna do. I actually just added it in because I didn't realize we didn't add it. But are you familiar with a bones or a no bones day?
Yes,
because I am living by this right now. So let me give the context first. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's a guy on TikTok who has like a 13-year-old pug who's like, he's old, he's like a little squishy, and he literally like goes to his bed in the morning and tries to pick him up, and if he stays like standing or like sitting up, then it's a bones day. That means we're gonna have a really good day. But if he just kind of like goes back to lying down, it's a no bones day. That means like there's like no expectation out of the day. Like,
it's not gonna be a good day.
It's lazy. I don't think it's like not gonna be a good day. I think it's just like
we don't have
take
to try.
it easy on yourself. Yeah, like you don't have to try as hard today.
It's like, oh, that went wrong. No bones day, obviously.
Yeah, it's a no bones day. So like literally in all of my meetings yesterday, because it was a no bones day, I would say, hey, so and so, like, happy no bones day, just to give like a very context of like I am not in it to win it today. And like I'd say like half the people like looked at me like I was gonna say, did they understand it? And then I was like, oh, like let me explain it to you. Like I'm very happy to explain it because it's very adorable. I haven't met one person that's like that's stupid. Like every person I've told is like that's fucking hilarious.
It's so cute
because this dog is the groundhog of our generation.
It's the groundhog of our generation, motherfucker. What? You are right.
Yeah.
That is so two things. One, pugs are the elite animal of dog for me. I know.
For you. I thought you were going to say, like, as a general statement. I was like, I'm sorry.
For me, like, I'm a cat over dog any day to own one. But if I had to own a dog, it would be a pug. I just love them and their little breathing problems. Like, I love them.
The snoring, though.
So true. Oh, no animal sleeping with me. So
you in the background, her ears were cut off. Her eyes were cut off. Your pug, like, just in perfect harmony together.
Oh my God, this needs to happen. But I didn't know what it was for a very long time. Like, I will admit it. I think it took off within a week, but it was like towards the end of the week that I didn't know. And it was just everywhere. I didn't see the original video, but it was all these TikToks being like, it's no bones day, whatever. But Maren Morris got into it because her song is "The Bones Are Good, the Rest Don't Matter." No, do not. No, I loved it because a lot of people were doing TikToks to her songs, and then she commented on one of the Bones Day, and she was like, "If the bones are good, the rest don't matter." Like I don't know, I love.
Okay, that is cute.
I love when celebrities get in on TikToks and trends.
I like it when they like comment on it to give it like the boost it needs, but I don't like it when like if she tried to like redo the music, I'd be like, absolutely. Cringe, you've ruined it for me.
You know who's doing really well on TikTok, which is Sarah Paulson. She doesn't have an account that I know, but she was with Lizzo, and you know the TikTok sound that's like the killer is escaping.
Oh,
that's
that
her
one.
sound.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's from American Horror Story.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so Lizzo and her literally just sat there, no facial expressions, and we're just the killer is escaping. Like, it was so good. So I love when like little things like that happen with celebrities, crossovers. You know, they're just like us.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so next one. This one just happened today.
Crazy.
It's stupid.
It's so
hate
dumb.
it. I'm not going to accept it. Facebook changed its name to Meta.
Meta, the metaverse.
It just...
It's so... We call him Zuck. Zucky.
The Zooks.
Yeah, the Zooks. It's just so him. Like, he would do this.
Well, like, apparently they're trying to get into, like, the VR gaming space, and it's like, no one asked.
And just have an extension. Like, extension of the brand. Why do we have to change the whole brand? And, like, now, I haven't, like, updated the app or anything. I don't know if it actually changes from Facebook right away.
No, but there's, like, if you open it, there's, like, a status. No, it's, like, a status update by Facebook being like, hi, we're Meta. Like, it's just making it seem like, you know, when it's, like, someone so-and-so got married, it's just that, but it's, like, they changed their name to Meta.
Gotcha. I'm so not for this. Like... It's just like funny to think like now our kids will never know what Facebook is because they're gonna know what Meta is. I'm just gonna go on Meta. I just don't like it.
I'm on Meta.
Okay,
but like no kid will actually say that because like Facebook's dying. So
and
they
this is just
better
proof.
not change Instagram. Like if they change Instagram's name, like that's crossing a line.
Totally, and I don't think they will.
I will consider it a personal attack on our entire generation.
Yeah, like Metagram. Yeah, actually, that's a good point because, like, you know, they did buy Instagram. Obviously, Facebook is the overall parent company, and if they are changing this to the metaverse, we could be in store for a metagram.
Stop it!
I know.
Did we talk about this on the podcast? But I'm like so convinced that like Facebook bought Instagram and purposely has like tried to run it into the ground.
Yeah, you have mentioned this a couple times. I don't know.
I don't think it was on the podcast, but like they're so like behind on everything and they're always like just catching up. Like they stole Instagram stories from Snapchat. They stole Instagram Reels from TikTok. And like I think I sent you a TikTok that was basically like they bought Instagram because they were trying to make it an inferior product to Facebook. And then like they're just shelving everything, so now they're just consistently catching up. That's why everyone like hates Instagram.
I hate that theory because I like love Instagram still. Like it's my tried true.
I really like Instagram too, but like I think it's just been for me personally frustrating because like a lot of my clients are like, "What is going on with Instagram?" Like their engagement has like tanked for no reason. Like they're doing everything right that they should be, and it's just Instagram. Well, Instagram decides when it has a no bones day, which happens to be every day.
Totally,
lately.
And now it's just a video day. Like it just has to be video. If it's a photo, it just horrible.
Video or it didn't happen.
Yeah, seriously. And it's like IGTV, Reel, Story. Like,
no,
there's
but now
too many
it's
options.
IG videos. There's no IGTV anymore. It's just
I
Instagram
can't keep
video.
up.
I know.
I can't. I hate this.
That's the thing where I'm like, you're making all these like tiny changes that are annoying.
Yeah, tiny little changes. It's like, why do we have to... And I can't talk about it. Like, I'm just like not for it. And like, I'm going to say it's kind of mean, but like Mark Zuckerberg just has like a punchable face.
He does.
And now that he just made this update, I just want to...
The only one good thing that has come out of Facebook and Instagram is now everyone can use link features in stories.
Absolutely, except for it's not on my personal one.
Did you update?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe I have to update it again. Like, I don't know.
Weird. It's on the podcast account.
I know, what the heck. So jealous. But that's Facebook, and I feel like that was like industry news that we had to talk about.
Yeah, definitely. What's next?
Okay, the next one's interesting. This one is a developing story that just came out, so we don't have too much news. But Zayn Malik, Yolanda has come out and alleged that Zayn struck her, and that's the specific word, so we don't know exactly.
Yolanda being his mother-in-law, baby mama-in-law.
Baby mama-in-law, Gigi Hadid, his now reported ex-girlfriend, story developing there. But yeah, apparently she came into their house while Gigi was gone, and it was just Zayn. Gigi was like on a work trip or something, and she came over and he struck her. No more information on the details. Zayn is obviously denying it, saying that for the sake of our family, I hope she takes back these false claims. Like, this is not right, but for the privacy of my daughter, my 18-month-old daughter, I will not be commenting on this anymore.
Well, the thing is Yolanda is a little like
little cuckoo.
Little cuckoo. She's got a few screws loose. Like, I loved in Housewives of Beverly Hills when they're like, you have Munchausen by proxy, and she's like, what is this Munchausen? And I was like, yeah, they're not wrong. Like, she's like, all like saying that all of them have Lyme disease, bit of a stretch.
I know, very interesting. And we were talking about this before, but we couldn't find out like where she reported this. Like,
it was just like a source report. Like, she didn't come out to say, like, a source did.
It's just so interesting. Like, I would love to learn a little bit more, and I think we will, hopefully. But it seems like they're both shutting it down, as in like they're not talking about it anymore. So I'm like, why is this a news story?
I feel like it was like probably a situation where like maybe he shoved her or something, but it wasn't like a.
But yeah, struck is a very interesting word because you could interpret that in so many ways. And yeah, I wonder if she came over. She seems like an overbearing grandma. Like, I'm just going to say it. Like, she probably is.
Or, hear me out, conspiracy theory.
Okay, love one.
Because supposedly Gigi and Zayn broke up like a month ago, right?
Yeah,
so
apparently.
let's say hypothetically, Gigi's like, I want sole custody. And Zayn's like, I'm going to fight you tooth and nail for it. So then Yolanda, the psycho she is, goes over, like, says that he struck her just so, like, they can, like, get full custody of the kid.
Oh shit, that is so Yolanda though. But yeah, and then so after that, the news story came out. It's out that they have been broken up for about a month. So very interesting. I think it'll be.
But it makes me sad though.
It makes me really sad. I don't know why. I literally don't follow them on Instagram, but I just like them.
It makes sense though. She was like dating like Tyler Cameron, and then like 2 months later she's pregnant with Zayn's baby.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
No, there's something missing there. It's like really weird. Yeah, he was
maybe it's Tyler Cameron's baby.
Conspiracy. Allege. Don't hate
me
us.
just like making shit up, spreading it as facts.
But on the opposite side, instead of breakup, we have some engagements this month.
Kourtney and Travis, I love it.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Okay, no, I do. So many thoughts. Them together, I'm happy for them. I don't like their public display of affection on Instagram. It really creeps me out how they're just like all over each other.
It is weird because like in the show in the past, like Kourtney was like, I hate PDA, I hate all that shit, but maybe it's just like she needed the right person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, clearly she was with Scott for 10 freaking years and they never were engaged. So I'm so happy that she's now 40 and her first engagement to try. Like, I feel like this will be a forever thing, and I'm like super excited for them.
Have you seen the girl on TikTok though pretending to be Kourtney, where she's like, Travis, where's the black nail polish? And like she kind of just does all these like impressions of her, like, Travis, let's go to a rock concert.
Wait, that's so funny. But this relationship is giving me like Kim Kanye vibes. How like Kanye changed Kim's style. And Kourtney is now dressing as Travis Barker. And recently it was reported / he shared that he covered up a tattoo and added Kourtney's lips.
He covered up like the face of his like ex-wife,
and then right next to it put Kourtney's lips, which I thought like a little weird, but
kiss my ass type vibes.
I don't like tattoos, like people tattooing their significant others, but if my boyfriend had head to toe tattoos and I wasn't on there, offended. So
to be fair though, his like last relationship with Shayna Moakler was like a very long relationship.
I don't know anything about him truly. Except
Blink
his band.
182.
No, I love his band. I just like him personally.
She was like a pageant girl, I think. And she was like TV host for like stuff like that.
Sing it with me. I miss you. I miss you. Smile.
Where are you?
I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep again. I listen to it like once a week, but
what's with all the spiders catching things, needing their inside? Actually, I know I used to work with the woman who did the costuming or like the styling for the All the Small Things music video, because that was shot here, like in BC. And I don't know how it came up in conversation, but she's like, yeah, I did all the styling for it. And I was like, dude, they're like naked half the time. She's like, yeah, I know, but whatever they were wearing, I did. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
That is funny. And the last thing I want to say on this, very odd in my opinion that they did a public proposal, like on the beach in front of a hotel.
Yeah.
Like, so everyone, it broke because of the paparazzi, like people posted, like they didn't post it. It was like people posted it.
I feel like there's a little sprinkling of
PR,
Chris in there.
1,000%.
Yeah, because they're filming like the Hulu show right now. So.
I know. I'm excited for that, honestly.
Because I think Khloe Kardashian was on the Ellen show, and she was like basically saying that like their new show is going to be out in like January.
Yeah, I
so
know.
like it's like going to be coming out a lot faster. Like usually there's such a big like delay. Yeah,
which you need. Sorry, in this day and age, I can't have Kim being robbed and then me just like talk about it a year later. Yeah, like I need to know now.
We fucking know.
Yeah, and then the last engagement of the month that we really, truly not really care about, but should mention is Chris Harrison and Lauren Zima. thought they were already engaged. Like, but really cute. Actually, like, I really like them together. I don't know them. I don't follow them, but like, they seem cute.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him because, like, he's had a rough year. So, you know what? At least you have a wedding to look forward to.
Literally everyone in that situation with Chris Harrison, like, he's the only person that lost.
He's the only one that got effed.
Even Matt and Rachel are together.
They're together. They're happy. They're living their life.
How do you, as a black man, date a girl that literally, like, went to an antebellum party and, like, she's from the South, like, her friends and family, like, have probably minor racism in them. Like, how does that work?
I don't know. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. But happy for him. Sorry your career's over. That sucks for you.
Here's your $50 million.
Yeah. He's not upset. You know,
I always just like think about it, like 50 million. You're like, okay, yeah, very good amount of money to live off. You put that in the bank, you're making like 100 G's just in like interest, if not more than that. I don't know all the direct math, but like,
yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Just let it sit and grow.
I know. So congrats to the happy couples, but Adele.
Okay, I will admit this.
Oh.
Have not listened to the new song beginning to end. I've heard it, like I know the vocals, but I haven't actually listened to it. She's like hasn't been my favorite artist.
Okay, I was gonna say you have to be an Adele stan because all her music are basically the same.
Yeah,
and I don't find that bad. I love that. Like I saw her live. I cried to her music live. Like, I love her so much. And Easy on Me.
I think she's very, very talented. I just, like, for some reason, it's the mellowness that I just don't buy. Like, I don't like Billie Eilish music either.
See,
like,
I love
Bad
that.
Guy, yes, because that's very different from her, like, usual, like, Ocean Eyes type vibe stuff. But yeah, like, I'll listen to it. I think it's just her music is so overplayed on the radio. That's what, like, just drives into my head.
Why are you listening to the radio? It's 2021.
So the thing is, I'm not listening to the radio, but, like,
I know
no, but at the time,
it's everywhere.
Like, no,
yes.
her
6 years ago.
I was listening to the radio at that time, though, when, like, the hello from the other side, like, all that. I was listening to the radio, like, driving on my commute to work.
Same. I'm just kidding. But this is the first song in 6 years, so it was a big deal. And I feel like her PR team are doing a fantastic job. She did an Instagram live. She is on Vogue 73 questions. Like, I feel like she's
it's been very anticipated.
And she looks phenomenal. She's in a new relationship, and like, she's just
fresh vibes.
I just think me and her would be friends, you know? Like, me and her, I think we have the same humor. Adele, hit me up, girl. I'll take you out for dinner. Just kidding. Take me out for dinner.
We'd get along.
I just think we'd be fucking best friends. But anyway, so excited.
Nah.
Okay. Next one.
Kim Kardashian on SNL.
I didn't watch the whole episode, but I've seen clips.
Yeah, same. I think she was really good. Her monologue in the beginning was good because she was just ripping apart her own family, which is what everyone wants.
And you had to do it. She had to do it.
But I just don't like it when I can tell when guests on SNL are reading off of cards. Like, they didn't memorize their lines. Like this past week, it was Jason Sudeikis. And, like, obviously, because he was on SNL for 10 years and he's an actor, like, he knows how to memorize lines. Right. But they just come across so much more genuine.
Totally.
But, like, you can tell that, like, she, like, this is where the person is, but she's, like, looking over here. You're just like, it's kind of not the same because you don't know what's coming out of your mouth. You don't know how to, like, put the inflections in your voice and how to react and add the comedic spin. But she did her best, and everyone gave her a really, like,
she did her best. It was fun to see her in, like, normal people clothes, like in the Costco skit when she was wearing, like, khakis. Like, you know, it was just, like, funny. Like, I like that she gets a bad rap for being so stuck up, but I actually don't think she is. I just think she just, like, is closed off to the world, and, like, to her close friends, she's probably, like, really quirky and weird.
I honestly think, like, that whole family is, like, hilarious. Like, maybe I just have, like, a skewed perception of, like, from their show, but I think that, like, especially the three older sisters, the way that they rag on each other, I think is really funny.
Oh my god, I freaking love that family. I haven't watched the last couple of years because I think we all, Kardashians included, it's just a bad it just turned into a bad show that turned scripted.
Yeah.
But, like, the first beginning,
is that a chicken?
Yeah. So, love the Kardashians. Kim had a really good month. She also announced that she is partnering with Fendi.
Okay, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
So crazy. And I was listening to the Morning Toast, and they had a really good perspective on it because it was very interesting that they went with Fendi price point. So if you can afford Scam, you can afford, like, it's not Scam's
I didn't
price.
know that.
It's like thousands of dollars for pieces, which sucks. Like, I wish they did that, but they're also saying, like, Fendi can't really downgrade their they're...
But that's not true. H&M does collaborations with really big fashion houses.
Yeah.
Like they did Versace, they did Jimmy
really?
Choo. Yeah, I mean they haven't done one in a really long time. But yeah, they used to partner with really huge fashion. They did a Balmain collection, Balmain, excuse me.
Like in H&M stores?
Correct. So they do a collaboration. So it's not H&M pricing, but it's not the designer's pricing. It's like
in between.
I think like a sweater, like one of their like knit sweaters was like 150. So it's still within the grasps of like me and you.
Yeah, we could buy it. Yeah.
It's like it's still a higher price point, but it's not like completely out of reach. So like they should have done both.
They should have done
do like a a haute couture collection, and then do what's the word? Not off the rack.
Fast fashion.
Not yeah.
No,
you know what I mean? It's like just like do both.
No, totally. So it'll be interesting. It's not out yet. And I would love to know all the price points. Like I haven't looked into it. I don't know if it's like fully announced, like the whole
but, like,
line.
Is it all like shapewear?
Well, I've seen body shoots, bodysuit, bomber jackets, there's like a leather jacket. So it's like clothes.
Honestly, the thing is though, Fendi's not my favorite of all designers, so I hate it.
Yeah. I hope you hate it because I feel like you would buy something, but
I actually bought 2 pairs of her shapewear.
Oh yeah, do you like it, Skims?
When I tell you they're this big, I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, shapewear is insane.
But like I have other shapewear and it's not that crazy. But I bought one because she was the only one that made ones that had one leg for like the cutout stuff.
I remember this. Yeah.
Oh my god! It like I didn't even think it through. Like I got thick thighs and an ass, but like I don't know how I didn't think through that. Like if there's a hole, it's literally just gonna like cut off the circulation to the rest of my leg. I actually don't even think I could get that one on properly. Like it was so fucking small. And I think I ordered some of her tanks as well. I think her bodysuits would be fantastic.
I think her bodysuits would be really good. I want to actually buy, this is not Kim's, but Good American, I really want a pair of jeans from them as well.
Me too. They've been like blasting my emails. Like they sell them at Nordstrom though. I'm just really afraid to order it and then it not fit properly and then you have to like ship it back.
Good shout.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so she had a really good month.
Yeah, she did.
Exciting.
Good for her. I mean, it's always a good month when you're Kim Kardashian. Like, fuck.
Always a good month when you're Kim Kardashian.
Except that one month when she got robbed at gunpoint. But small blip on the radar,
allegedly. You know? Just kidding. It happened. Okay, switching gears.
Oh, Blake and Katie from The Bachelor.
Oh, I think you skipped one, actually.
Did I?
Yeah, Alec Baldwin.
Shit, yeah. Alec Baldwin. Okay. This is nuts because, like, okay, let's talk about it from the beginning.
Story.
Yeah,
yes.
like, it's like every day something new coming out.
Yeah.
So, do you want to explain it or should I explain it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so Alec Baldwin is on the set of a new movie called Rust, and he basically had a prop gun in his hands, and for the shot, he, like, I guess he was like shooting at like the camera. So at the cinematographer, Helena Hutchins is her name, I think.
Yeah, Helena. I don't know her. Yeah,
I think it was Hutchins because I've been hearing it like on repeat.
Yeah.
But basically, he shot the prop gun, and it was actually accidentally loaded with like live rounds.
It was a
or
live
something.
round, and this was, they were practicing the scene. So no cameras were rolling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So basically, he ends up shooting and killing Helena, the cinematographer, and there was also like the director that was like near, and he got shot in the shoulder, so he's fine, but she unfortunately passed away. So everyone was like, what's happening? It was supposed to be a prop gun. So like I think the update that I saw yesterday was actually it was loaded because earlier in the day they were doing what's called plinking, and it's where like you just take a gun, you shoot beer cans with it. Like when like the crew is bored, like they'll take guns and just like go do that.
Okay.
And so I think like James Gunn, who's like a really big director, like he commented on that and was like, you should absolutely never be doing that.
Absolutely.
So that's why it was basically just a live round.
Well,
like there's just a loaded gun.
There's so many updates coming out. First of all, they released the 911 call, which was very not that hard to listen to, but it was like very it was chaotic because they weren't at the scene. They obviously ran out of the church. It happened within a church, and basically every day like new updates are coming about how unsafe this work environment was. There's people that left the scene. Again, nothing's confirmed. These are just updates that we're hearing, so I'm just relaying what I know from like articles. I have not fact checked. Like I don't know. So many things coming out, but basically the set was really unstable, like unsafe. There was complaints. There were people that walked off the set, and the gun handler was one of them. And so this person was brought in just the day after because the person quit and walked off and protested. So this was like a new person, a last minute person that came on and apparently wasn't trained fully. to my knowledge.
And
the ironic thing about this is the movie is based on, like, the story is a boy accidentally murdering someone. So it's like the irony. It's really sad. And honestly, I don't think we'll ever see the light of day of this movie. I think they need to end it.
No, I don't think they will either. And I don't think we'll probably see Alec Baldwin for at least a very, very long time.
Well, he's still up for charges. Like
I thought that there was no way.
The DA said that they're still open to all. Like, nothing is confirmed. They don't know.
Nothing's off the table.
Nothing's off the table. There you go.
I doubt it, though. Like, that's like... If anything,
hard.
it'd be like involuntary manslaughter. He would probably get no jail time. Probably just like a hefty fine and like community service, if anything. But like,
I feel so bad for him.
If I was him, like if he had that on his record, he could like sue the production company because he's like, you put that literally in my hand. Like, I trust that you're gonna have this ready.
No, 1,000%, because like. You don't have to do your due diligence. Like, someone just hands you a gun.
Like, that's not your job.
You're playing pretend. You don't think there's a goddamn bullet in there. Like, it's really crazy.
I think when I was talking to Steve about it, I was like, if I was an actor, and I'm sure you get comfortable after a while.
Yeah.
But like, you know how like cops, when they finish for the end of the day, they're supposed to, there's this like special thing that they're supposed to have that they shoot it into to make sure that there's nothing in there. But A, have that, or B, like, I would just like
test it.
Yeah. Like,
right to the ground.
Don't point it at anyone. Test it just for good measure. But also, like, I would ask and be like, show me how to open it so I can make sure that there's nothing in here. I don't know how that's so hard, though.
Also,
like, to just check.
Like, we're in 2021. Why are we
using real guns?
Yeah, why are we not CGI in the shit? Like, you can CGI a goddamn line in front of me. You can't look like a gun is going off. Like, there's no reason to have even a fake bullet in there.
Yeah.
You shouldn't,
no, that's really
like,
true.
It's really weird. So it's just like a weird story. I feel like it's not the end. I think the investigation is going to find a lot more. Like, the plinking's very interesting, and I'm just interested to see like what the charges will be. I feel really bad for everyone involved. Like, literally everyone involved. Like, Alec, obviously, Helena, her family, the director. Like, I just feel like it's a tragic accident that couldn't happen. This happened to Bruce Lee's son. That's how he died.
Yeah.
So it's like, why?
No, but that was a rubber bullet, though.
Oh, okay.
So it was a rubber bullet that literally just hit him at like the exact perfect point to just like right on.
Just again, why is there anything in there? This is the movies. This is pretend. We can make anything up.
Actually, I was talking to a friend about this whole situation, and he mentioned like another thing that happened like 70s, 80s to an actor called Vic Morrow.
Okay.
Where basically like I'm going to try and keep this short.
Yep.
But it was one of the situations that caused a lot more like safety to be involved in movie sets and like child labor laws, because basically it was like a war movie that was like set in Vietnam, and it was like the main actor like supposedly like saving these two kids, those two children actors as well, who were being paid under the table because they didn't want to like have to pay them like the overtime for child labor laws and all this stuff. And basically there was a helicopter hovering above them, and it was their first time doing this stunt. The helicopter malfunctioned, fell, decapitated all three of them. Yeah.
Oh my
and so like
God.
that was like the main thing to then start bringing in like stunt coordinators actually doing the stunts, because like they didn't even do a test trial, because now they do stunts like bunch of times, you know. So that was apparently one of like the first ones to cause that ripple effect of supposed safety.
That is nuts. Yeah, let's get better things in place. Like, this should never happen.
I know, it's like we're too
lax.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, really sad, but obviously we had to talk about it. Other sad news. Katie and Blake broke up.
Okay, but like, I'm getting really tired of The Bachelor. I'm sorry.
It's very annoying. First of all, they only made it 3 months. And knowing... I don't know them, but I'm assuming they love fame.
No, it's been longer than that. The show ended 3 months ago.
No, I really think... Oh...
Because the show would have been shot, so like, let's say 6 months.
Okay, cool. Whatever. Still, like, annoying. I thought that they would milk this a little bit, you know, a little bit more, because if they're like, they want to get famous, they want to be like, I don't think Blake and Katie will have a career after this, like Hannah Brown, you know what I mean? Like Becca, the other people that break up like really soon after, because people didn't really like Blake, and they didn't really like Katie's approach to a lot of things.
Because he came into the show midway.
And yeah, he came in, I don't even want to recap that season, but yeah, he came in like halfway through, and then she literally just like locked in. It was like him and her and Greg. Remember that whole thing with Greg?
I didn't watch it. This was like such a boring season for me. Like, I watched in the beginning, and I was like, nah, kind of feeling this one.
Are you watching Michelle's?
I just haven't started yet because it's only until like week 2.
Her guys are really freaking cute and nice. Like, and she
I don't
seems
want
really
cute
nice.
and nice. I want the villains. I want the piece of shit.
There's 2 already popping up.
I saw the recap for the first episode. The guy that like had the thing where how not to be the villain or like how not to get a bad edit.
Yeah, he's gone.
Like
There's a guy that's like a pizza entrepreneur. I hate him. There's another guy.
Pizza entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur pizza person. He makes pizza. He has pizza shops. I don't know.
He just owns a pizza shop.
Yeah, I'm sure he like works at Pizza Hut. Like, but no, there's some really Joe. You'll know Joe. He's really cute. But I really like Michelle. She seems really nice. A little too nice for The Bachelor. Like it could be a little boring. I don't know. But also when you're looking, she looks like Mila Kunis. Look at her eyes. She gives me Mila Kunis vibes. Yeah. Couldn't stop thinking about it. But anyway.
Big doe eyes.
Blake and Katie. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you guys broke up, but we all saw it coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Boring. Next.
Married.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, Tarek El Moussa and Heather Ray Young.
I didn't know like who the guy was. So he's an HGTV person?
You don't know. And then Christina, his ex-wife, who has been married twice, has another kid, now is engaged again. Like it's since their divorce, only a couple years ago.
No.
Oh my God, this is insane. And they're so annoying. Sorry, they're so annoying, in my opinion. Like, Tarek and Heather have only been together for like a year and so or something.
This is the guy that she was like talking about on the show, right?
Yeah. Okay. This is the guy. And I just feel they're all over each other. Like, they're just, like, they just make me want to vomit. Like, the way that they interact with each other. Did you see what she wore? Just like, pull it up. Pull up her wedding. I am a firm believer. I don't like when brides wear their hair up for weddings. I like when their hairs are down. That's just like a personal preference. She had a very long side braid with like butterflies in it. Like really tight. It was like really tight. But you know what? It looked like I know. It looked like a beautiful wedding. Obviously, she's stunning.
Butterfly
I know, and she's stunning. Like, don't get me wrong. She didn't look ugly by any means. Just the hairstyle threw me off. But the wedding looked really nice. It was really cute, actually. They did the father-daughter dance, where of course Heather danced with her father, but then Tarek actually danced with his daughter.
Oh,
which was really cute. So, I mean, it looked like a really cute wedding. Obviously, they're super happy, but them as a couple really annoy me, and I can't wait for Selling Sunset.
Oh my God, it should be coming out soon, and like they filmed 2 seasons back to back, so like they're gonna have to come out like pretty quickly.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm so excited. But anyway,
I want to like see like Christine, like that woman, like literally the day after she had her baby, like she was like posting. Like,
she had a baby, right? Like that wasn't filmed.
No.
There's the other girl, the oldest one that's
Mary?
really nice. No. The one that's like French or something. She has an accent. Maya. She's pregnant. She just had her baby shower.
Third,
yeah, crazy. So congratulations to her. But so excited for Selling Sunset. We will definitely be recapping.
I feel like it should be time for it to come out. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Okay, Lala and Randall.
Okay, this man, the audacity.
After I started liking him on this season.
Yeah, like it is kind of like sad and funny because I guess they filmed this season. It would have been like early this year. Yeah. Like it's like Lala just being like, he's the best man. Like, because she's just going after Brock. Like Sheena's baby daddy. Like, you haven't seen your kids in 4 years. I know.
And to clarify,
don't come after Randall.
This story, Lala and Randall. We just went right into it. But Randall allegedly cheated on Lala. She posted an Instagram story of them like leaving Vegas with like this really crazy song, being like, you cheater or something
like that.
And they've completely broken up.
I thought they were working shit out, but then I saw today that they're like still separated.
Apparently they're separated. She has no will to work things out. She's looking for a new place already, and she will co-parent with Randall, but she is not interested in getting back.
Honestly, good for her. She is definitely the type of personality to be like, nope, you did it once,
1,000%.
You're not doing this to me again.
You can do way better. I really liked Randall on the show, like his personality. I felt like they were really cute together. Like, felt like they liked the same things, but now knowing this, like, she can get someone better.
It is really sad though, because again, I literally just watched the latest episode of Vanderpump, and she's going at Sheena because she's like, Brock has assault charges like from his like last ex, and she's like just going at Sheena being like, I'm so concerned for you, and it's like, then this should happen, and I'm like,
Sheena, honestly, I mean, Brock is just another interesting man. Like,
I don't like him. him.
I don't like him. I liked him in the beginning. Like, I thought I was like, okay, you know, cute. He's kind of funny. And then when I found out, like, he hasn't seen his kids in like 4 years, and
like, there's some like plot holes. There's some that he's like
1,000. We're hiding something.
Well, because he has a restraining order. Like, the woman has a restraining order against him. Yeah, that's from last night's episode or Tuesday's episode.
And then you wrote down that VPR saying that he was an amazing man. Randall was amazing. Was that last night's episode as well?
No, that was like Lala, like basically being like, don't talk about Randall. Like, he's amazing. So I'm just like, it's just like very black and white that like that's going live right now, and she's just like praising him, and now in real life she's like, don't fucking talk to me.
Chuckling?
Oh,
it's kind of like you got your comeuppance.
Yeah. Well, it just depends how the rest of this like season goes. But like Lala is like, that's just what she does. She finds something and she just like digs it in. And I feel like now she's just like bored.
Well, so we've talked about this, and Zora, who you guys all met last our reality recap, like, she doesn't really like Lala, and me and you for some reason like her, but she's kind of a bully.
She's cunty.
Totally. Like, she's so mean. Like, so it's really hard for me to stand up for her when she's going in and in and in. Like, just let the girl breathe.
The thing that I do like about her is, like, she's trying to grow. Like, again, in the most recent episode, she talks about, like, why she went after Raquel for so many years ago. She was just always nitpicking her. And she admitted that she was like, it's because my relationship with James, like, their friendship was very different when Raquel came into the picture. But it's like, she's learning slowly, very slow. Because
very
that was
slow.
like James has been with Raquel for 5 years now. So she's just starting to, like, you know, do that.
And you know what? Not to talk too much about the Vanderpump Rules, but like Raquel, when like her proposal episode, when she like pulled away and like started crying, being like, you know, like, Lala intimidates me, and I'm really shy. Like, I don't know. I really like Raquel this season.
Oh no, I like her. I feel like they're giving her like a lot of like screen time.
Totally. And you know what? I really like her. So I'm really happy for her and James.
Although, very quick side note, I love how, like, in the show, he's like, this ring is from Tiffany's. But it's not. It's like the diamond is from Tiffany's, which is still counts. Still counts.
Still a Tiffany
But
ring.
like this, and he's like, it's not from Tiffany's. I just put it in a Tiffany's box. And I'm like, dude, like, make sure she knows that before you just say this on TV.
Yeah. And then what is up with Tom Sandoval paying for it? When he like put a loan out on his house.
For like the Coachella.
Yeah,
or the
Rochella. But like, why did he pay for someone else's engagement when he literally put out a different like mortgage on his house or something?
Tom Sandoval is no, I'm sorry. I really don't like him. He's such an annoying man-child. But also, Tom Schwartz, you know, he's 39 years old.
Oh, dude, he looks
rough. No, actually, no. He doesn't look rough.
No, he doesn't look 40.
It's just rough that he's like 39 years old, because you're like, he's a child.
Yeah, sorry. He looks great for 39, but damn, dude. Why are we babying him? And why he's like, I don't know. I can't with him. He's such a baby.
Everyone is just holding that man's hand through life.
I know, truly. So we'll keep you guys updated on our thoughts of the season, because it's so far so great.
Yeah, it's like 5 episodes and it's pretty good. It's like everyone just like has babies, so they're not like getting rip-roaring drunk like they used to, but I'll accept it in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Another reality TV star.
Dorit,
our lovely Dorit. She was robbed at gunpoint last night in her house, which was insane, while her kids were sleeping. Around 10:30 or so, someone came in. I don't know how many guys. I can't open the article on my iPad. My iPad's broken. But men came in at gunpoint while his kids were sleeping and stole $1 million worth of valuable goods. Which is terrifying. There was paparazzi shots of Erica and Lisa Rinna at her house this morning. So I hope she is good. This happened to Kyle Richard a couple of years ago. They stole all of her jewelry.
She wasn't home though. Like, it wasn't like a
home
like
invasion.
At gunpoint. It's saying here that they broke in through a back window, went to their bedroom, ordered them out of bed, and demanded her to lead them to jewelry and other valuables around the house. The sources said at least one of the intruders threatened to kill her.
So again, story still developing. We don't know if anyone has been arrested. There's no confirmation. Obviously, I think this happened. don't think anyone would make this up. This is really shocking. I think you're on the other. First thought.
I told Tony Rose that there's just like so many. There's been so many storylines about the fact that like PK had to like go through bankruptcy and they're not as rich as they say they are. So I'm like, well, like maybe they're having like money troubles and like they staged this whole invasion.
That never came to mind, but it was very interesting because the third part of the reunion aired yesterday, and they were talking about Kyle's like robbery. Them saying like, Lisa, you should get rid of like all your valuables in that shed that you said on the, like, they were talking about being robbed. So it's very like, obviously not coincidental, but it is just like shocking that it happened literally the night that it aired, and they were talking about it. So
wouldn't put it past PK.
Wouldn't put it past him, but you know, I believe that this happened, and I feel really bad, and I hope that they're okay.
You're too nice.
I know.
Okay, the next one. Fuck, I didn't even like link to it, but basically, I think I sent it to you on Instagram.
I saw it. I saw his video.
First of all, KJ Appa, Mr. Archie Madude from Riverdale. I think he's gross, first of all.
He's definitely Robert Pattinson vibes of like they don't shower.
He's just like greasy. Yeah, okay. But at the same time, he's really funny. Remember like we were going through that time where he was just posting really funny Instagram stories, like, and I was like, damn, this guy's funny. Yeah. So anyways, he just had a baby. Did they have the baby yet? I don't think they've had it yet.
Yeah. Okay. It's a boy. And it's about a month or so.
Okay, yeah.
Or happened this month. Or last month.
Yeah, so he basically, E-News reported this picture, and I sent it to TR, and it was like a picture of him and his like pregnant wife. He's like, my wife is a milk machine and I love it, and it just rubbed me in all the wrong ways.
I have more context to that because
he drinks it.
I saw the Instagram story.
Like he puts it in his coffee and stuff.
Yeah, he was out. I don't know if he does it regularly. He did it for the Instagram show of it all, but he was out in Vancouver with his family.
Gross.
And they had coffee and he put it in, and he laughed as soon as he took a sip. So I don't know how serious it is. Like I don't think this is like he uses all the time. But enough to make a story, enough for us to be like, no, thank you. Will you try your breast milk?
No.
Yeah, it's not on my top of list.
I've heard that it's like it tastes like
sweet
cantaloupe, like cantaloupe milk.
You know what? I feel like we have to try it. It's ours. Our baby drinks it.
Well, obviously, you technically have to. Yes, you have to make sure it's kosher.
Oh, do you? Okay. I just like I can't form words because it's not super gross because babies drink it and it is from her, but it's just so not
I think
socially.
It's fine if we like try our own because like that's fine, but it would be like weird if like he was like, can I try it? I'd be like, absolutely not. Like that's fucking weird.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't think it's that weird. I don't find it that weird. I just find him weird, and so I just found it funny as a headline, but like I think I'm gonna force my husband to try it.
I think I sent it to you. Actually, I can't remember if I sent it to you. But like there's an influencer, and I'll tell you offline who it is, but like their like wife had a baby, and I guess she was like producing a lot of milk to the point where like they had to get like a deep freeze to like keep all of her milk. And it was like he was like posting it on his Instagram. He's like, I'm so proud of her, and I was like, that's really fucking gross.
You never sent that to me.
I'll show it to you.
I think you're using the wrong word. It's not gross. Like this happens, just no one posts about it.
No, sorry. Me saying gross is like it's just that like you're making like a thing of it.
Yeah.
Like of course it's all natural at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Like I'm not saying breastfeeding is gross. I'm not saying breast milk is gross.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's just like the flaunting of it. Like you don't have to tell people that you're gonna try it. Like if you want to try it. But like why do you gotta tell people about it?
Yeah, I'm on the fence. Like I feel like I'll have to try it just because like I just gotta do it. Yeah, you gotta do it. But it is funny, and KJ's so weird, and of course he would try it. You know, putting his coffee in public was like a little weird, but yeah, it was funny.
Too much for me, to be honest.
Okay, last one. Take it away.
Angelina Jolie's hair extensions.
That was rough.
I don't understand, but I also take her as someone that's like, I'm not sitting in hair and makeup for like 2 hours for this. Like, I am in the UN. I have better shit to do. I don't care.
But what? Like, what? Okay, so her extensions, she went to a movie premiere.
The Eternals.
Thank you. And her daughter wore a dress that she wore.
Like her old Dior.
So cute.
She is a perfect mix of Angelina and Brad.
Totally. Yeah, so, and her hair, her extensions were just so janky and short and weird. And, well, they weren't short, but like, they were compared to her hair. Her natural hair was really long, and she had short extensions. It was just so not
honestly.
It wasn't blended.
I had a really bad time with extensions when I first started wearing them. Like I don't wear them now, but this is like back in the day, and like I can confidently say I did a better job than the people that did her hair that night. Like rough,
really rough. I always wanted extensions, but my hair was too thick.
Yeah, you would need a lot of extensions.
I just want it for length. I don't need it for volume. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you would like need a lot just for it to like match the thickness of your hair.
Yeah,
just to like match it, because then it would be like thick and then like long.
It'd be Angelina Jolie. Like it wouldn't be good. So that was a funny one to end on for pop culture.
Yeah.
But we watched some shows, and I kind of just wanted to like briefly run through them.
Okay, quickly, Squid Game.
Okay, Squid Game.
Did you like it? I loved it.
I liked it. First 3 episodes were super slow. I actually stopped during the second episode because I was like, what the heck's going on? I watched it English dubbed. It took a second. It didn't really bother me.
I liked it.
I
thought it was really good. So when I actually like heard like the real one, I was like, no, this doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Like, especially the old man's voice.
Exactly.
Like I love the person who dubbed his voice.
Totally. Okay, spoiler alert, everyone. I'm talking about the show. So if you haven't watched it, skip forward for 20 seconds. But really good. I love the premise. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I liked it or not. It was very anxiety inducing. Like, I couldn't even eat my dinner because I binged the last 3 episodes in one night. Like, it was just a lot to take in. And the end, I felt like was like they left the game. They left it. He wins, and then we find out the old man is the one that's like orchestrating it.
I had a feeling.
I didn't have a feeling at all, except for I accidentally spoiled it 10 minutes before it on Instagram. It popped up. I was like, what the hell? And then, so they set it up for like a season 2, basically, right? Like, he doesn't get on the flight to go see his daughter. Then the director, the creator, says he has no plans to do season 2. It's not even top of mind. He hasn't even thought about it, and he doesn't think it's going to happen.
I thought there was supposed to be a season 2, but it wasn't going to be like a continuation. It was going to be like a prequel to talk about the cop and his brother before, like
the cop and his brother.
The cop that was like undercover.
Oh, okay.
Because his brother was the one like in the black mask.
Yes. I don't know. I felt like they set it up for I felt it was like unfinished. He was going to go and he's going back to the game. I don't know. I liked it, but I don't know. Like, I'm happy I watched it because like everyone's talking about it. And
I thought it was good.
It was good. I really
liked the
something's missing for me.
The thug, the asshole,
yes.
and like his the somewhat relationship with that annoying girl. Like, I don't know why, but I just love the banter between the two.
But she annoyed me the episode that she died, so she was in it a lot, and so she screamed a lot. She was like arguing. She's just so annoying. So I was like, thank God you died. Like,
but I really liked the actress, the one that made it to like the final 3 in the end. Like, she's like the face of Louis Vuitton now and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I loved her.
She's gorgeous.
It was great, and it was a good show. And I don't know if I watched the second season, but it was good. I'm happy I did.
I would.
Yeah. You, season 3?
Okay, really good in the beginning. Lull in the middle.
Yeah.
Fantastic ending.
The end. So sad. Okay, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Love dies.
Yeah.
Sad, because the whole season you go, you're such a psycho bitch, but I love you guys. Like, I just love them so much. And she looked so good this season. I felt like her clothing was great. Her hair always looked good. And then she freaking dies. But
everyone's like conspiracy theory that they're like, you didn't check that she was actually dead.
But it's on fire. She like burnt. Oh, right. Yeah, true.
That would be,
that would be dumb. I've made peace with her dying.
I saw like a meme that was like basically saying like it goes into like its 17th season. He's like, Joe is still trying to find the one.
Oh my God, that's funny. Well, we're in Paris, so we'll see what happens. Like, he ends in Paris.
Oh, because is that where the girl went? The one that he's chasing?
Oh shit, yeah. No, but didn't he walk? Yeah, it was definitely in Paris. The last scene was him walking by the Eiffel Tower. Wasn't she in the coffee shop at the end? Maybe not.
It was like a girl that looked like her.
Oh, okay, yeah. So no,
either way, it was good. And there's already a 4th season.
Yeah, and I think that girl's out. I don't think we'll ever see the other girl again.
On to the next.
And the last one I wanted to bring up was Only Murderers in the Building.
I love that show.
I can't wait for season 2.
They set it up really well, I think.
They set it up so well. Like, it was so good. And like, so many great guest stars, like Jane Lynch and Tina Fey, Sting. Like, it was just so well done.
I just loved the dynamic. Like, Steve Martin Short, Selena Gomez. Like, perfect mixture.
And like, random mixture, but it all works.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully it's faster because it's Disney. And Disney's like, content, baby, content.
Very true, very true. But I feel like October was really great for my content plate. Like, I had so many things to watch.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. Like, now, like, I was like, oh, I'm kind of going through a lull. So I am watching The OC for the first time with Steve. He's like obsessed.
Okay, I have them on DVD. We talked about those already. But
But I found them online. I'm streaming them.
It is great. I love The OC.
Steve gets mad at me because like it's obviously like a show from like 2006. So like it's cringe.
It's so cringe.
The beginning, like when Misha Barton and like whatever his face Ryan like first see each other, she's like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Why?" And he's like, I stole a car. And I was like, ew. Like, I know if I would have watched it when I was like 14 when it came out, like I would have been like,
oh yeah, that's what I was like.
what the fuck?
I know. I'm really excited for you. You have to tell me like all your thoughts when you're done.
I keep trying to find the small, stupid plot holes of like movie writing.
Don't do it.
Because like, okay, I'll say one because I'm still in the first season. They go to Tijuana. Tijuana's in Mexico. This is across the border.
Yeah.
This kid comes from like a trash family. You're telling me this kid has a passport? Because I'm telling you, he most likely does not have a passport.
Oh, interesting.
Like, it's small stuff like that where I'm like, this isn't realistic. And it's like, shut the fuck up and watch the show.
It's just such a good show. I'm really happy that you're doing that. But, yeah, I need to find a new show, actually. I'm out. I'm like caught up on all the shows that I watch.
All of the ones that I want to recommend to you, like, you don't like them.
What?
No, you probably haven't watched it yet. American Crime Story. Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, I'm dying. Where is that? The impeachment. I'm dying to see it.
FX.
So it was like on TV?
Yeah, it's
like,
on TV.
How do you watch it?
I haven't started it yet. So I was going to like watch it like online.
Okay, I need to watch it online because I'm dying to watch it. I'm so excited. Yes. Okay, great.
Apology of the week, anyone?
Do you have one? Because I can do like a cop-out one.
Okay, you start and then I'll try and like add a separate one.
Really quickly, I apologize to my right ankle again.
What did you
my
do?
body. Okay, last episode I was telling you how I'm having issues with like the right side of my body. So I went to the gym. And you know when people like get some gym injuries, they're like, they're good, like they're kind of cool. Like I was lifting an 80-pound dumbbell and I dropped it on my toe. Like, oh no, dude, like you're so swole. Like, but not me. So I do my workout, all good. I'm like listening to my podcast, Crime Junkies. I'm into it. I'm walking down the stairs. I missed the last 3 stairs and I absolutely fall down the stairs completely. And I think that I like broke my foot. Like at first I thought I sprained my ankle because I'm like, I don't think I can move it. And I obviously got up right away because of embarrassment. And I'm like, hey, no one saw me, thank God. And I'm like, I haven't, like, when's the last time you've fallen downstairs? Like, it was probably the last time I broke my foot, like,
I've
10,
never
15 years
fallen
ago.
Downstairs.
That's just a me thing?
When was the last time you fell? Never.
Okay, just a me thing, but I actually haven't fallen down the stairs since I think like 15 years ago. I broke my foot, so I was like in shock a little, being like, "How the hell?"
Like, not again.
Yeah. And I was like, "God, I gotta walk home like 10 minutes to my house," but I think it's fine. I am in pain. It's been like 4 days, but I can.
Wait, is this the one with the plantar fasciitis
and the tendonitis? So I'm going through it. So my ankle is like really, really sore, but I think it's my tendonitis because I can move it. So I'm just going through it. So apology to my body, girl. Like, we will get our shit together one day, but today is not our day.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of an apology for myself, but I was really enthralled in this story. You just hurling yourself down the stairs.
Shocked. Like, I literally like cried / laughed walking home because I'm like, what the hell? Like, who am I? Like, I'm so annoying.
Yeah. Okay, I have like a very like cop-out apology as well. It's super dumb. Because Halloween is this weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm just planning to put out a bowl of candy.
It's a cop-out.
Okay, no, this is actually a proper apology because I accidentally like was a little bit like snippy with Steve's mom because I was like, we're not gonna hand out candy with the doorbell because Poppy goes absolutely fucking nuts. Like, I cannot do that. And like, we're also in a weird area where like I don't think we're actually gonna get that many kids because we're at the very bottom of our complex. It's dark. There's like bears and shit around here, so I don't think people are gonna come to the unlit area because it's just dark down here. So I was like, I'm gonna put out a bowl, and we have like our Google camera that tells us how many people will come by.
Wow.
So then I can kind of take account. So then if I know, then I can make a better plan for next year.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put out a bowl of candy, and she's like, you can't put out a bowl of candy. It's gonna attract the bears. And I was like, how does that make sense when there's kids walking around everywhere with candy?
Yeah.
And then I get like, but I said it a little bit like snippier, and she was just like, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry. I didn't like mean for it to be that way. But I was just like, how does that like make any sense?
But seriously, friend. I was
I was like, they're in wrappers. Like, it'll be like 2 hours. It'll be fine. But also a mini apology to like any children that takes one of my candies because I wasn't gonna open the box. Like, you know, those like the box of 100 candies. We're eating all of the good ones and just like leaving the crappy ones at this point. It's gonna be just pure Smarties and Coffee Crisp at this point.
Have at it. Go ahead.
I just eat all the Kit Kats and the Aero bars.
The Kit Kats and the Reese's for me, and O. Henry's. Like, those are my favorite.
I don't like anything with peanut butter, so just. I
just like actually don't think we can be friends. Like, peanut butter is like my favorite thing.
I wish I liked peanut butter because there are so many good peanut butter based things. Like all of like the like healthy recipes, they always say like use peanut butter instead of like chocolate.
I full on like a peanut butter pie is just the best. It's like peanut butter and a pie. Like I love peanut butter. But that was a good apology. That was funny. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I felt like that was a good month.
Yeah, it was a pretty packed month.
Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, We Apologize Podcast. My personal one, Tony Rose Goulden, Tony with an I.
Alex_French, 2 X's, 2 H's.
We know you guys are listening to the podcast, but please hop over to our YouTube. We would love more subscribers and new viewers.
I put a lot of effort into these videos, okay?
You know what? I do as well on our Instagram reels. Like, I do our Instagram, you do our YouTube.
We're putting in the work, people.
Even if you don't watch, subscribe, please. It looks better for us. We need to make it look better. And until next week, have a good one. Bye.